Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here. Excited to bring to you today's reading where we dive into your energy for the next 3 months. So welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Taurus, you have an extra bonus card here as well. So what you don't see coming, some of you have really gone through a lot of challenges or difficulties. This could be within your finances, within your love life, or even within your own personal health, wealth, and emotions. You're on the mends though, because your first card out, and we'll clarify as well with the tarot, and I'm just going to pull the tarot cards here before we dive in entirely, but your first theme card is mending. So I do feel that a lot of you are coming back from a situation that was difficult. Some of you possibly lost a job. There could have been an ending to a relationship. I'm also getting here a loss. There could have been grief, loss, or just disappointments in matters of the heart as well. And it left you feeling a little bit out of sorts, Taurus. But the good news is I do feel for the months of June, July, and August, that you're going to be releasing some heavy emotions, heavy energies, and it's going to allow you to feel liberated, like you can finally have this new beginning that you've been seeking here. So let's dive in to this energy and see what's showing up here for you. All right. Oh, I love your outcome. Okay, so we have the mending card, Taurus. A lot of you have this energy here of forgiveness or coming together, healing financial woes or setbacks. This is repairing relationships or even eliminating or getting rid of things that are toxic, getting rid of patterns, beliefs, habits, or some negative emotions within yourself, maybe through therapy, psychic surgery. It could even be working with your spiritual team in your dream state as well. So a lot of you have undergone some personal transformations, and for some of you, even on a physical level, you may have had a surgery. You may have had a very scary health concern, Taurus. But I sense that June, July, and August, you're feeling a lot better. I'm getting here when it comes to health. And of course, please seek medical professional guidance. See the disclaimer in the description box below. But I do sense that if you have been healing, I feel more revitalization, more energy, more movement as well. So I'm also getting, some of you may have even been in a cast. Now this could be arm or it could be leg. Some of you may have been wheelchair bound, or you just didn't feel the energy or the motivation because you were in this hermit mode of mending or healing, or possibly even trying to work really hard on your finances. But I'm sensing that June, July, and August, you do have here more momentum, more energy, because you've done the healing. And you may still certainly be going through some healing, some triggers, things of that nature, but you are recognizing how to cope in challenging situations. So I really like this. You have more tools accessible to you here, Taurus, whether that is spiritual tools that you have been learning along the way. Maybe you are working with a therapist, coach, mentor, healer, or you've learned some very valuable soul lessons is what I'm getting here. And these soul lessons are going to allow you to completely shift perspective, see a brand new way that you weren't able to necessarily dive into before. This is a brand new point of view, seeing the big picture of a situation. And that's why you have here in the what you can't see coming, or a bonus here is soul lessons. There's a lot of inner growth here. Pat yourself on the back. You may have gone through a karmic cycle, a karmic situation, or just a very deep soul lesson that your soul came here to experience. And sometimes it doesn't feel pleasant, but we grow and we learn. And most of the time, these are the opportunities and experiences, Taurus, that we look back on and we say that was one of the most significant or pivotal times in our lives, and we wouldn't take that back, right? So this is for growth. You've learned a lot here. You have the strength card, wisdom, past life. There could have been even a past life relationship that you were dealing with. It doesn't have to be love. It could be a family situation. I'm getting here parental for some of you as well. You have struggled with a parent or with a parental dynamic. Maybe you yourself are a parent and you've struggled with parenting. But I do feel here, excuse me, that with professional guidance, excuse me, you are taking off here these rose-colored lens. And you are gaining a brand new perspective on your life, on yourself, on your experiences here. This is really powerful because I feel like you finally have the clarity that you've been seeking, because you may have felt a little bit lost along the way. You may have felt like you were blindfolded or handicapped or tethered or tied to a situation here where now you have clarity, and I'm getting a whole heck of a lot more freedom for you as well, whether this is financial freedom, freedom of some traumas, disappointments, or pain within that heart center, because you have letting go here, Taurus. Powerful. This is about you liberating yourself. This is all about goodbyes, growth, ascension. This is why you have the soul lessons here, because you are gaining the necessary lessons to move forward here. And you don't want to repeat anything. I certainly feel you don't want to repeat them. And if you do repeat any sort of challenge, which it's inevitable, we're going to go through those highs and lows, those ups and downs, but I feel like you'll be able to go through with more ease, because it's like you've already taken a hit. You already know what to expect if that was to come again. Now, I don't see that same situation coming up again here, but I do sense that you are well aware of the red flags, or you're well aware of what's going on within your body. I also sense that a lot of you are getting in touch with your body. Now, please take this as it resonates when it comes to health, energetic health as well. I feel like there may have been some sort of suppressing agent or numbing agent that some of you, or it could have been a family situation that you were healing. Some of you may have suppressed or numbed emotions, but now you're finally able to feel all of you or all of them. So for example, sometimes certain medications, sometimes alcohol, drugs, all of these things can be numbing agents, or they can suppress feelings, or they can block specific receptors in the body. And I just feel like you've either got rid of those things, or you are finding ways for healthier stress management is what I'm sensing. So again, you're letting go here, Taurus, of a lot of pain, a lot of turmoil that you've gone through in the past. This is about closure. Let's see here. I haven't even peeked, but it wouldn't surprise me to see the World's card showing up here in your reading. Oh, I love this. I love your final cards, and we'll clarify here in just a moment. But this is all about life lessons, and your bonus card is soul and life lessons. So a lot of growth here for you. So let's dive in. What is it that you are letting go of or releasing, or what's going on? Your first card out, Taurus, is the 10 of Wands. And you can see here that this guy looks like he's carrying a lot, or this female, she's carrying a lot on her back here. Now, when it comes to money, you may have been either taking on a lot of heavy burdens emotionally, physically, mentally, or you're feeling burnt out. You're feeling exhausted. And that may be why you have the mending card coming in here. Now, in matters of love, this is needing support from your partner in a hard time if you are in a relationship, or this could be reciprocating that connection. If this is maybe a child, or if this is a parent or a friendship, it may feel like you are carrying their heavy burdens at times. Sometimes we feel the need to take on other people's experiences or other people's pain, but we really need to realize that our soul journey is ours and their soul's journey is theirs. When we are highly empathic and empathetic, Taurus, such as you may certainly be, you may have that energy of Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It, right? You may call in or attract people that seem to carry extra burdens, and you may be gravitated to help them fix it. And we can, one of my favorite sayings, we can lead a horse to water, but we can't make it drink, right? So you may be wanting to eliminate or release the burdens of others or help them do so. But by doing so, sometimes we take on their stressors as well. And you may take on the weight of the world at times. This 10 of Wands is saying it's time to release that. It's time to let someone do their own inner healing, and it's time for you to focus on you. If this is career, I feel like you've there's a much needed rest and recuperation. You may even be traveling or taking some downtime in the months of June, July, and August. Now you have the King of Swords here. This is someone who takes charge. He is a leader. He is very direct. He is very clear. And when he sets his sight on something, there's no second guessing. He doesn't go back and say, well, maybe my emotions are getting in the way. No, because he lets his logic point the direction for him. Of course, he leads with the heart as well, but he's more of that logical instigator. He uses the head over the heart in most cases. You can see here that there's a beautiful bald eagle that is sitting next to him on his throne, and that represents freedom, right? So there's this energy of letting something go and moving full force into a brand new beginning. So I do sense here that a lot of you are leaving behind, abandoning, or just moving into this brand new energy, especially because you have the, let's see here, you do have the Eight of Swords, so you're getting yourself unstuck. And excuse me, this makes perfect sense with the mending card. And once you feel like you're finally up out of a situation that you were carrying these heavy burdens, it's going to allow you to flow forward and take charge, to embrace this King of Swords energy. Now, when it comes to love, this can be, some of you may be meeting an intellectual man, someone who may not always wear their heart on their sleeve, but when they want something, when they want this relationship, they're going to go for it. They're not interested in games. They're not going to play with your heart, with your emotions. They're going to just go forward here and tell you directly what's on their mind. And that's good, because you may have been with people who toyed with the heart. And I'm sensing that you don't want a page or a knight, you want a king, because you may be the queen, right? Or vice versa. Perhaps you are the king and you want your queen. And I feel like you don't want someone who is wishy-washy back and forth. This King of Swords is anything but. He's straight to the point here. All right. Now, we also have this Eight of Swords. Some of you at times, the reason why you've hung on to this healing or to really needing to let something go, especially with perspective showing up here, it can be fear of change. We do, as humans, we tend to fear change because we like comfortability. We like to stay in our comfort zone because that's safe for us. That's familiar, but it doesn't always mean that it's healthy. And it doesn't always mean that that's the best option for us. We learn and we strive through growth, through transformation, and through moving forward on our life's path. So what energy you carried 20 years ago is certainly not going to be the same frequency that you carry now, right? So this is about untying yourself. You can see here that her hands are tethered and she's wearing a blindfold. And the Eight of Swords can be at times self-sabotage. That's the challenge for you in the next few months. The good news with the Eight of Swords is a lot of times it's our own selves that get in our own way. It's our own mental mind that tells ourselves. So your challenge, especially with this King of Swords, can be dropping down to that heart center, opening up this heart chakra. And that may be a little more difficult because you have carried heavy burdens and you're still trying to heal from something that may have broke your heart, Taurus. But the good news is I feel like you have everything you need to no longer feel trapped. In love, some of you may have been in a situation where, again, someone had some sort of heartstring that they were pulling, and it's almost like they were a puppet at times, being able to pull the string over here, even if you didn't necessarily want it. It may have been comfortable. You may have been in a situation that you really didn't want to be in, right? It could be a family dynamic, a lover, or it could be even friendships where you felt like you owed them something. Maybe it was blood and you felt, well, I can't reject blood, or I can't deny them, or if they ask for something, I have to give it. That's that Ten of Swords. I feel like now you're taking back your power and you're saying that's their soul journey. This is mine. Okay. You're no longer trapped or tethered, and that's what you are breaking free from. Now, when this Eight of Swords shows up as well, I do feel like you're moving toward freedom. This is more of a release. I feel like you could even be traveling as well, or just saying yes to more opportunities, because this is a yes card. You can see that Y up there in the corner. So I do feel like a lot of you, if you felt tethered, I feel like you're using one of these swords here to cut yourself free. And that's why you have the letting go. So you may be letting go of an old way of thinking, letting go of an old home, an old relationship, an old job, but you're definitely moving forward towards more freedom. Now, some of you may be attached to money and security with this Four of Cups, because that Four of Cups can be an attachment to a situation, which Spirit is saying here. The biggest thing that you can do for yourself is cut those ties, okay? There's some sort of belief or a situation or a pattern or a habit or a circumstance that you are in that you feel attached to. Now, when it comes to money, this can feel at times like there's loss or there's not enough. You may be attached to a specific job because you may be wearing the golden handcuffs. Excuse me, as I call them, the golden handcuffs may feel comfortable or safe, or not necessarily safe. You may have money coming in, and we of course need money to live here on earth, but maybe it's toxic. Maybe you're taking on the weight of the world or other people's stuff. I feel like it's important for you to know your worth and know that you have these new opportunities that are showing up for you in June, July, and August. Now, with love, this can be about withdrawing our affections. It can be about being in an indifference type of situation. Maybe you feel like you're missing out on opportunities for love. Some of you are getting frustrated, bored, or impatient that something isn't happening in timing or in divine timing or within your timing, but I feel like it's not happening because there's still some sort of attachment. So you may want to dive into that a little bit more, especially with professional guidance here, perspective, maybe reaching out to a healer, a seer, a soul coach, a therapist, someone who can help you see the big picture of a situation and how to get unstuck, basically. Now, I really do love your final cards here, Taurus, because you have the Page of Swords and you also have the Ten of Cups. So some of you, this has to do with maybe a child or someone in your world who may be a little more immature with this Page of Swords. And it's interesting because you do have the King of Swords here as well. So this certainly could be a family dynamic that you are dealing with. It could be a partner. It could be even an ex-husband or an ex-wife who you have children with. But when it comes to money, this is about new projects. Some of you may be studying, you may be going after something you want here. With the Page of Swords, there certainly could be some sort of message or communication in regarding a new learning opportunity or a new project. When it comes to, I'm also getting here psychology. For some of you, there's something around psychology, something around the mental state as well. You may be even a counselor in your profession or a coach. You may be studying more about something you are interested in, Taurus, something you are curious about. Now, when it comes to love and you have the Page of Swords, sometimes this Page of Swords can feel exciting, right? They can feel exciting because they're ready to go into a new challenge, but they can be quite impulsive and quite immature at times. So if you are dealing with someone in a relationship matter who does seem immature, I feel like that's what you are letting go of or releasing, or you're finding ways for growth, for ascension. If you want to ascend to the next level with this person, I feel like you can do so, but it may not be on your own, okay? That may be where professional advice comes in. Now, your final card, Ten of Cups, I do see possibly traveling. We do have here maybe even family vacations. This could even be here a new family home. The Ten of Cups is about a loving, joyful relationship and family dynamics. You can see here that they are excited. There's balloons there. There's family getting together. They're on the waters. I'm also getting this energy here of, now this could be Okay, thank you, Spirit. They're giving me Sicily, or it could be an area near Italy as well. Please take that as it resonates. Maybe you live by that area, or you're traveling to that area as well. I'm also sensing with this 10 of Cups, when it comes to money, there's a lot of success here. There is rewards, respect, success. This is emotional fulfillment as well as just financial. I do sense that you have people who look up to you. You may even be helping families out, and maybe you are in marriage and family counseling, something of that nature, whether it's you or you are taking a course, or you're reaching out to a therapist that deals with family therapy and counseling. I'm getting that for some of you. For others of you, with this mending card and this perspective, I feel like you also could be finding out about your biological family. Some of you may be adopted. For others of you, maybe you have adopted as well. But I'm getting here that there is excitement. There's happy times ahead. There could be reunions during June, July, and August, celebrations, birthdays. The 10 of Cups is a beautiful card to have as one of your final cards here, because this is all about emotional wealth and unconditional love. Not just for others around you, Taurus, but for yourself. So I'm really liking this. Now, last but not least, let's get a message here from your celestial guides. Brand new decks here. I will link them in the description box below. Okay, you have 2 cards that came out, and I'm actually, oh, I love this. You have card 11. You have love. This is the Pleiades star angel. And then you also have transitions, karmic time weaver, so powerful. And the fact that you have here karma with the soul lesson, some of you, this is a deep karmic relationship soul lesson, right? You have the love here as well. So we'll take a look at both of these for you. Now, 5 or 11 may be significant for you. Some of you may be a life path 5, or you may be in a 5 personal year, or you may have a birthday on the 5th or the 11th as well. Now, what we have from this transitions, karmic time weaver. Time is paradox. Reality does exist in the now moment. However, events can appear to occur in a linear timeline. To grasp the concept of time is to experience consciousness in its most expanded state, as a perception of the unlimited soul and an expression of space itself. The karmic time weaver brings an abundance of change. Decisions will need to be made swiftly. Hello, King of Swords and Page of Swords. That's some quick moving energy here. So I do feel in the coming months, there's going to be some major decisions that are showing up here for you, Taurus. This may involve a geographical move, relationship adjustments, health decisions, spiritual changes, or a career shift. Although there are no right or wrong outcomes, it will be imperative that you make choices in alignment with your soul, since your decisions may have karmic impacts for others in your past, present, and future timelines. That's why this card is all about the time weaver, because everything is connected. But here on earth, we have this concept of linear time. There must be a beginning and end, is what our human state of mind thinks, but that's not really how it works. It says, evaluate carefully. The time weaver connects you with other worldly realms and karmic ties, which can bring fresh insights into your own Akashic records. Greet upcoming transitions with excitement. They will help you settle unresolved karmic entanglements. Hello, mending. This makes perfect sense for you, Taurus. Significant opportunities may emerge that will forever alter your life. You may be faced with making an unexpected decision that may not seem to make logical sense. Yep, there's that King of Swords. Remember what I said about him being at times overly logical? This is about you dropping down to that heart center as well. It's okay. Trust yourself to align with the best decision of the higher good. So different ways, different steps that you can take to help you with these life decisions we've talked about already, because there's a high emphasis on professional guidance. You may benefit from a past life regression, Taurus. This can be life transition coaching, quantum healing, leaf smudging, patchouli incense. You could work with the colors of emerald green and gold, holy basil and astragalus herbs, nutmeg and spearmint essential oil. aspen and walnut flower essences, crystals of chrysocolla, malachite, and celestial quartz. So if you are looking for alternative spiritual remedies or, different ways to realign that energy, then please take note in some of those that we mentioned here. And you got a bonus card as well. So you may have quite a few bonuses showing up here in your world. And what I mean by that is, on a spiritual level, you're going to be supported. You are being divinely guided here. I mean, you have the soul lessons that came up, and now you have an extra bonus card as well when it comes to your celestial beings. So I do feel here for you, especially with this 11 energy. 11 is the justice, right? This is about balance and karma and legalities. That's what that 11 is. And it's also soul path, soul lesson. So this is all beautifully flowing together here. And the message here from the love card is all about the magic of your heart and emotional healing. And when that energy becomes one, voyage to our higher dimensional frequency healing system. We generate an upsurge of healing that enters your emotional heart to help with expansion and transmutation of negativity. Receive the energetic shower and loving star fire power of the galactic Pleiades angels as they pour a vessel of love into your heart to elevate and restore balance. It's time to address your emotions and receive assistance from these highly evolved master star healers. Allow the star matrix and divine light codes from the angels of the Pleiades to form a channel between the light of the Creator and your heart. They will help you feel comforted and nurtured in times of emotional stress, and particularly when you feel stuck in lower vibrations. Welcome new creative ideas and inspirations to come flooding into your auric field, to uplift your spirits and wash away feelings of sadness, grief, and loneliness. You are a child of light and need a reminder that all is well. You are infinitely loved and supported. Now, this child energy could be you as well. This Page of Swords, even though you're not a swords, Taurus, you're a pentacle, but I do feel here that there is a deep upgrade, a deep healing that is taking place within you at this time, and you're going to see a highly noticeable shift in the coming months for the better. Realignments, different things that you can do, please take note of on a holistic level. Heart math techniques, forgiveness rituals, which we have forgiveness with the mending, deep breath work, Pleiadian angel connection through meditation, 7-pointed star energy, colors of white, purple, and blue, jasmine and acacia flower essences, rose and violet essential oils, crystals of rose quartz, blue fluorite, and amethyst, Taurus. So very powerful. I love that these celestial cards here basically talked about everything we just discussed here in your reading. So wonderful confirmation that your celestial guides are here with you, Taurus, and that the next 3 months look absolutely pivotal and transformational. And I do sense here that you'll look back on your life even a year from now, and you will notice that this was a significant time in your world. Like it says here with the transition energy, some big changes, some big choices coming in here for you, and your perspective is going to completely shift. And let's hope that it shifts from half glass empty to to glass full. Let's just say the glass is full, because you have opportunities coming in here left and right. Now you do have a lot of yes cards. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 yes cards out of 6. So this is great. I do feel here the 2 no's are actually the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. You can see the N up there in the corner. So I do feel that when it comes to not just logical thinking, because we need our brain, right? Our brain works and coincides with the heart, but you may at times be overthinking things. So the big message here for you, Taurus, is to drop down to that heart center, work on that heart math, that forgiveness, because that's really going to be beneficial for you within the next 3 months. Thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. If this resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love.